have Kamage come on, but he's at work, so that isn't exactly possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do part 1 of this with me doing it, and then the next time I'm going to do it with probably either later today or tomorrow. I'm going to do this with Kamage also. So it's going to be like 2 things. So this is part 1 of the anti-taka stuff. Because I'm sure Kamage is going to have a different insight on how to fight Taka, considering he gets more experience. But yeah, in general, this is, just so you are aware, I'm making this perfectly clear, okay? I am not an expert on the matchup, okay? I have a few insights into the matchup, but I'm not an expert because I don't get to fight a lot of Taka. If anything, this is going to help me a lot just as much as everyone else. I'm not going to say that I'm an expert at Virtua Fighter, because I'm not either. But again, this is more to help everyone else get an insight into fighting the character like myself. So now that I've got that out of the way, I can go ahead and talk anti-Taka. All right. I don't know every character's options versus Taka, so I'm going to go over general things versus Taka. All right. The first thing against Taka is knowing how to respond to that double upper, because as we know, the double upper is mid, so they're both mids. Okay, and the double upper leads to a really crazy mix-up between the double upper, like the first hit of the double upper and the throw, or the first hit and the double upper delayed into the next hit. All right, so as you can see, that delay is really long. I'm sure you guys have fought Taka and that's happened to you, and you got counter hit because you were too busy trying to, guess whether or not he was going to do a throw or something. Okay, so this really sucks to deal with. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over how to defend against both options, and then I'm going to go into how to defend the low throw also, because your opponent might catch on to that. So I'm gonna go into that. Like I said, the first thing you know about Taka is dealing with this move, or dealing with this series. So as we know, if you block it, or as you may not know, but if you block it, it is minus 15. So you do get to punish Taka for this. Okay. All right. I have been seeing a lot of matches where Taka goes unpunished for using that. And I think it's just the fear of the second hit in general. So I think you guys should practice actually punishing Taka. Learn his frames. I'm not going to go into his frames in this video. That's something you can do on your own, because there is a training mode that gives you the information that you need on his frames. But learn his frames and then learn what moves you can punish him with. Okay? Yeah, so anyway. Now, let's talk about this mix-up here. Now, obviously, you could just block and hold a throw escape if you think that they're going to try to do a certain type of throw when this happens. Okay, so naturally, you'll be able to block both hits. Okay, you'll be able to block that and have a throw escape. So that is one way, but that leaves you open to other throws. Okay, now you can't fuzzy guard this. I'm sorry. Whoops. You cannot fuzzy guard the first hit because you get launched. Okay, so you can't fuzzy guard because you'll get hit by the second hit, even on delay. See? Oh, wait a minute. On delay, maybe you can. Oh, no, you can't. No, sorry. So you're going to get launched if you're fuzzying on that hit. All right. So fuzzy guard is not reliable because you don't want to get caught by the double upper. Now the fuzzy guard will evade the throw, however. So if someone's doing this and you get the right read, you can fuzzy. I'm fucking up, but again, it's not reliable. All right. So here's a better response to this. So you can evade the second hit, right? So you evade the second hit, and even if they delay it, you still get the evade. Okay, I'm sorry, I messed up. Okay, so you'll still get the evade. Now you could also, you can evade dash cancel. Now if you don't know what evade dash canceling is, it's basically this: canceling your evade into a forward dash or a crouch dash. Sorry. All right. So now, if you are not aware of how this works, I suggest you go into practice mode and practice doing this. This is very important for fighting taka, so I suggest you learn how to do it. Evade dash cancel. Basically, I'm doing down, forward, and guard. Up, forward, and guard. Okay. Up, down, forward, guard. Down, forward, guard. Okay. In fastest possible instant, you're canceling your failed evade in 11 frames. Okay. Canceling your failed evade in 11 frames instead of the standard 22 frames of a failed evade. So basically what that means is you're making it harder for your opponent to punish you for failed evading. Now, if you're in this situation, you see how I'm doing the evade dash cancel even though I'm getting a successful evade. Now let's talk about this mix up here. Now as you can see, I'm doing the evade dash cancel and I'm avoiding the high throw by doing the evade dash cancel here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So that avoids this. As you can see, I'm still doing the evade dash cancel even though I get a successful evade. Now you can't cancel your successful evade. Okay? You cannot cancel your successful evade, but what happens, actually I'll just set it on the random so you can see. Okay, so you're successfully dealing with both options by using the evade dash cancel. All right, you're dealing, well, it doesn't beat all the options, it just beats those options. Okay, evade dash cancel still falls prey to low throw because it is a fuzzy. You're doing the evading dash cancel throw. Fuzzy guard. So it is susceptible to low throw. So if your opponent is like, oh, okay, I know that he's going to do this, then you're getting opened up to low throw. Now, Kabage once told me that in order to defend the low throw option, I should just buffer in, I shouldn't do 3-3 versus, when I do the evade dash cancel. I shouldn't do this, I should do this because I can buffer in different throw escapes. Okay? So, in his opinion, that, well, from what he told me, he thought that doing this was a lot better than doing this versus taka. Alright? Now, you can defend against the low throw option if you're doing the crouch dash fuzzy by buffering a low throw escape. Okay? So, if you're doing, let's say this occurs, right? And I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm not getting this. Okay, so we got, whoops. So we got this, we got this, and then we got the low throw. So okay, so you can buffer in a low throw escape while you are doing the evade crouch dash cancel. You can do a throw escape there. Okay. So you're actually successfully defending multiple options, because if taka goes low in that instance, then you can like not necessarily just low throw, but low in general. You can still you can block the low because you're doing the crouch dash cancel. So I guess I don't really know taka's lows. Yeah, there we go. So if let's say this example, okay, so you can still defend because of the evade dash cancel. So we'll say, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. All right, yeah, okay. Okay, you guys, hopefully you guys are following what I'm saying. If I'm messing up the explanations or whatever, feel free to let me know. But that is quite possible. That is the most important thing to understand about fighting taka, in my opinion, is dealing with that move. Because once you're able to deal with the double upper, the mix-up is, I mean, it's still strong, but it's not like, it makes the matchup easier, I think is what I'll say. It makes the matchup a lot easier to deal with if you can deal with that mix-up. Because I see in a lot of American videos, a lot of players are getting caught by that particular tactic, and you can avoid that tactic with the technique I just showed you. All right. Now that also applies to this. When taka does this, it applies to this too, because as you know, taka can delay this, and again, you still get a throw. Okay, so the same technique applies to that move also. Okay, so let's turn on random. Yeah. Okay, so the technique applies to both of those moves, and that is a move that you'll see taka use a lot because it can delay a long time, and he gets a combo on when it hits. So it's actually really good to know how to defend against it. In general, again, learning how to punish taka's strings, really important. Excuse me. I'm not sure if there's some things I'm not entirely sure about, but one thing I am aware is that when fighting taka, the best direction to evade is towards his stomach when you're evading against it. Okay? Except for if you're against the wall, where well, pretty much evading gets you killed. But evading towards Taka's stomach is very, very strong. Okay. Oh yeah. I should also mention that as far as this move goes, okay, let's say you evade the first hit. Now this is something Kamage showed me. Okay. So I'm going to, let's say I evade the first hit. Now, what you want to do here is you want to mash on punch, because what happens is if the taka player is delaying this, all right, I'm sorry. So you're going to be able to hit him out of this. Well, at least for Jackie, mash punch. Another character you want to use like a fast move or something. So don't use a slow move. A slow move will miss and you'll get counter hit. So just use like a punch move, or a punch kick, which is universal. Yeah, mashing punch would still work. It's just that, yeah, you would end up in disadvantage. But yeah, so you could do like universally, just punch kick. See, Taka gets punished really hard versus Jackie for doing this. And you make sure not to delay it. Because if you're delaying your attack, if you delay, you're going to get hit. So don't delay. All right. Okay. One final thing, and that will pretty much cover like the stuff that I know about Taka. Like I've pretty much covered the most important things about fighting Taka. But well, I can't really advise you in dealing with the throws because that's independent to the player. Each player is going to favor a particular throw more, and that's just the direction you're going to have to deal with. But something I like to do personally versus Taka is I like to space Taka. I like to stay about, oh, if the computer didn't follow me. Actually, I'll just put as a Jackie player. Okay, so I like. Wait a minute, let's try that again. Let's not. Okay, so I like being about here because from here I can pretty much harass Taka a lot. Taka does have some great forward moving moves, and so you have to be careful. Like he has that half screen launcher, which is ridiculous, but yeah, I did. But yeah, so you can I would suggest like trying to space out Taka. Like learn Taka's attack range for certain attacks. Because what I want you to do, or like, I'm sorry, not what I want you to do, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're controlling Taka. You don't want Taka controlling you. All right. Another thing to remember about Taka is that Taka is forced into Nitaku at -5 instead of 4. I'm sorry, instead of 6. So he's at Nitaku at -5 to -9 instead of -6 to -9 because Taka can only fuzzy guard at -4. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's common knowledge by now, but generally he can only fuzzy at -4 or lower. Okay, so -2, -4, or whatever, he can fuzzy guard, but at -5 he cannot fuzzy. So he's forced into Nentaku at that time. Okay, so him being forced into Nentaku at that time is very important to know, because then you get to know what mix-up you can force on him. So, I mean, a taka player won't have the same type of defense as another type of player because of the forced Nentaku that they would be put in at -4 or 5, -5 or -9. Basically, if you don't know what Nentaku is, it's forcing your opponent into a mid-throw mix-up. And because at -5, at -5 for taka, he cannot duck a throw. So if they're blocking, then they're just gonna get, they're gonna get thrown at -5. I guess that really covers it. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'm really doing this so that I can upload it later. But whatever. So generally, that's really all there is to know about fighting taka. Learning how to deal with the belly mix-up and dealing with the mix-up of, is my opponent going to, like, is he going to throw? Is he going to do this? Yeah, they're guaranteed on all hits on taka. So for Jackie, he gets that, he gets this, and those are his guaranteed strings on taka.